Hello there, scrappy peeps. Lisa here from the cherry on top, dealing with a little bit of rush hour traffic behind me. This is the third episode of the Learn How to Use Photoshop Elements installment, and we're going to go over 3 important things today. Very quick and basic things, but super important because one of them is saving. Super crucial thing to learn how to do in Photoshop Elements. So, the 3 things we'll cover today is selecting all the layers and moving your pieces all around at one time. We'll learn how to save, and I'm going to show you how to use rulers and grids. Keep it very simple. And then we'll move on to another video showing you a couple more things. We're going to start where we left off. I'm using Patty Griff's Digital Designers Color Me Autumn that you can buy at Ginger Scraps. Okay, as you can see, it was really bothering me. My all these things in the center are just off. You see, it's a little bit fatter over here than it is over there. It's just not centered. So what I'll need to do is select all the layers and move it so everything gets moved at the same time. Am I good? Oh. Wait a minute. Am I good here? Select. Okay, I'm good here. All layers. Sorry about that. Okay. Now I don't need to move my background. So I'm going to left click there. And now you see everything else is selected. See when it's blue, it's selected. Everything but my background. And you can also see here, look, see where the boxes start? Ta-da! Okay, it's just slightly off, okay? Really, it's just slightly off. I just want to make sure that it's centered. Just moving it either with your mouse or you could use your arrow keys. And another way that we could check to see that it is centered is by using these lovely rulers here. See, there's a ruler, and over here is a ruler. Nifty, nifty. The way you could see to make sure of that is I'm going to click off of my things that are selected, and then you see, whoops, it goes away again. So that's easy. Go up to your toolbar and look at View. Left click on View, and there you see rulers. Voila. Now the rulers are gone. We'll click again, and there they're back again. Okay, and you see here, this is very handy. I don't know if you can see it with this paper here. It's kind of tricksy to see it. It's this lovely mark right here. That's your center point. Hello, how awesome is that? So you can see right in the center. Look here, when I put my arrow here, and I come up here, you see that sliding there? And watch it slide. See by the 6 up at the top of my rulers? So you know right where you are. And over here, look, over here on this side, watch the ruler. Ooh, I love that. So you can get everything right where you want it. Isn't that awesome? So there, I showed you how to select all the layers. We'll go through it really quick. One more time. You go up to select all the layers, and then in every one but the background there, just hit the command key with that to deselect it, if you will. And now you can move it all around to whatever you need. And look here, you can make it all small at the same time, so it all gets to exactly how you want it. Or make it large, however you want to do it. And now you know how to get the rulers up here so you can see that things are centered. Don't forget to left click on that arrow, and then it'll stay where you put it, okay? Another thing with View is the grid under that. Let's see, you won't be able to see it so well, but here you see it quite nicely on the pink, and there is a grid. So it'll also help you move things and put them right where you want it and make sure things are lined up and things like that. I thought that was very handy. And the way to get rid of it is to go back to View and hit the grid again, and the grid is gone. Okay, so let's just say we want to stop. Maybe you have to make supper like I have to do. And I want to save this because sometimes something can happen and poof, your stuff is gone. And if you don't save it, well, it's gone. That's one thing about Photoshop Elements. It does not save automatically. You need to save it, and I totally recommend every couple of minutes saving. I'm going to show you how to do it. Go up to File, left click on File, go down, look at all these save options. Just save it, save as, or save it for the web. Let's just save. We can do all those other kind of saves after it's saved. Okay, I'm gonna look, yep, that's what I want it to be called. Where do I want to save it to? I have a special folder for layouts. I'm gonna put it in my layouts folder. And look at this nifty option here. You can choose what format you want to save in. TIFF is great because it gives you layers and it also saves a little bit smaller. Let's check out some of our options. Another way to save is Photoshop. That works as well. It's a larger a file, just a little larger than TIFF. And then of course you have your JPEG, but that will be all flat then. If you choose JPEG or PNG, you're going to lose all of those nifty layers and you can't go back again. So let's just save as a TIFF. It saves all these lovely layers over here. And it saves it with a little bit less space than a Photoshop does. You have to check out all these options here. LZW, sorry, LZW is the best option for this year. And then of course I choose Macintosh because I don't use the IBM PC, so that I do. These I think are normally automatically chosen, and then you can just choose it to whatever else. But how it comes automatically is pretty much what I just left. Except for the Macintosh. That's the only thing I had to choose. And then, of course, OK. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time to save. In a TIFF, it probably takes the longest to save, I think, than the rest. But that's it. Really important steps, but super, super useful, especially that save. Don't forget to save. Every couple of minutes, save. Sometimes I get kicked out when I'm looking for some photos that I want to put into my pages. So I definitely save before I do any big changes or anything. Okay, so save whenever you think about it. It takes a couple of minutes, but make sure, or seconds, depending on how big your page is. Please don't forget to save. Crucial thing to remember when you're working on Photoshop elements. Okay, that's going to be it for that one. We got you a little bit further so you can get a little bit more scrappy. Thanks so much for checking out the cherry. Happy scrapping!